Mm. Good afternoon. I'm so glad you could join this afternoon. So, just sitting here hanging out and trying to relax for a few. It has been a very crazy, busy couple of weeks, and yeah, I'm just a lot of stuff going on. But I've been trying to share kind of in the moment on Instagram with the Insta stories or Insta Live, um, kind of what's going on, day to day when there is something interesting going on. And I've gotten some messages and things regarding that, and so I appreciate that. It just tells me that they are helpful um, to some of you, and yeah, that's pretty much what I strive to do. But stuff that I am not vlogging, I don't have the time, and some things I just you get there. Some things you get here. I mean, you get them first, and yeah, I haven't vlogged any of that. It was house tours, and I encourage you all to that are following on Instagram. You just you know watch the lives. They're up for 24 hours, and you just hit the it should come up in your little feed up at the top. But if you go to my my page and just hit the icon, you can see if there are any stories up. And I usually don't save them. I can save them, but I don't save them to put them up for vlogs. I just let them go because I have enough to deal with footage wise. So, let's see, today, oh, I have just put up 25, 30-ish minutes worth of vlogs right before I went live, trying to, just get back in the loop of uploading because it's been, like I said, it's been pretty busy. But I'm doing good. I think I still have maybe a little bit of something from April. I think I'm good for May. I have a when I was gone. I have a what I'm going to do is a picture montage what the kids were doing. And so I'm going to share that. That's probably about 5 minutes. And what else? Yeah, after that, I put up the graduation footage. And there was actually a lot that went on that day. It wasn't just graduation. We did graduation in the morning for Justice and had to go pick up her cake, which I shared. We then had to leave. Did we eat the cake? We did not eat the cake. We had to leave. She had a doctor's appointment. So we had to take her to the doctor's, get her checkup for her, uh, get her blood sugars checked and all of that, which was great. And only took one little, I took the eye. So I think I took a picture of her. Yeah, I did. And then what did we do? Oh, we picked up pizza, take and bake, and then we came home and did the pizza and the cake and stuff like that evening. And then what did we do? We actually left. Yeah, we left. We left. The kids were here. We actually went shopping that night. We went to Kohl's, and I shared that. So yeah, that was a long time ago. But a lot happened that day. So excuse me. It's usually a lot. I have to break up what you guys see, but it usually a lot happens. Then the next day, I don't know. I think we probably went to Costco again. I don't know. No, we didn't. We went to Costco the day before. So we ordered the cake. And then we went back the next day. We went somewhere. But then that Friday, I just shared that she had surgery. And after the surgery, we did a couple things. And I remember doing a live because I told you guys I was here. Um, yeah, I stayed home because I had to make sure she was okay. But we did a little bit of running around in the morning while she was there. We only left for a little bit and then came back. So that's pretty much how things are going. I just try to break it up, and then I have Costco footage I need to get rid of. And I'm just going to string it all together. And I think I did do an Insta Live a couple weeks ago in Costco, and I didn't vlog it, but I did do I have a pretty good amount of footage. So I'm going to just put all of that together and share with you guys what's going on. I don't think there anything else. Other than that, not too much was happening. So the last live was Monday. Yeah, Monday. It was Monday. Maybe, no, it was Tuesday. We were just sitting here. Yeah, Tuesday night. I had shared with you all a few months back my thoughts for home building and how I don't like to wait. I just, from experience, I just don't like to wait until the last minute. I don't even know when the last minute is, but I don't like to wait. I like to know what's out there, know what to expect, know what's new, features and options and things like that. Just kind of know what I'm working with. And short plan is a short plan, a really short plan. And I will share, we'll keep you guys updated on what's going on, but a little bit different. Not impossible, because the plan is for this one. Let's see, we're in a year. What I'm going to do is go to the builder, find the model, because I'm pretty sure there'll be, at least one or two of that particular one up, and go through it, fine tooth it, and make sure it is exactly what I'm looking for. With the options, I showed you guys, if you looked at the footage, and I'm not sure, how I don't know. I shared a lot because for some people, if they know what they're looking at, I try to talk to you, but if you know what you're looking at, then you know. But if you don't know, again, I try to talk through it so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. There are options. All the options that I showed in those floor plans are extra. Okay. Raw, the house is probably 3 grand or 300 grand. I think it's 301 actually. And in another neighborhood I looked at farther out, not in the city, but not far. It's 404 grand. Now, what I've looked at and noticed that from the time we bought the last home, for our needs, room wise, size wise, and all of that, homes have price has tremendously increased. So, I was looking at spending about 350 raw, and knowing me, I do like my upgrades, but if I had to settle a little bit, I would settle a little bit, but not a whole lot, because I don't plan on, I want this to be, I really don't want to go into buying another one because we're trying to get out the country. So I'm not really trying to get another one right away. Um, and then this one I'm not selling either. So I'm trying to get everything I want. I want it done the right way. I'm really picky. And it's pretty much my call on this. It's my call. I find it, pick out, it's a shared process, but I'm not saying I have the final say, but pretty much what I want, I get. So I'm very grateful in that aspect, because it has to work. The home has to work really for me because I'm the main one um, there. And I'm very reasonable. I'm not trying to overdo it, but you you saw the if you watch, you saw the deal with there's a seventh room option, and it took me a while to figure that out. That is the maid, nanny quarters, whatever. That's really what that's intended for. Um, and because I said we're getting that seventh room, I think that's going to be the man cave because that's what he's pushing. The 3-car garage was already a must, and that is built into the design, so we don't have to worry this man cave thing. So I'm like, okay, fine, you can have it. I don't care. But we're looking at square footage wise, it's about 5,000 plus square footage. And I just like it the way the master, now the master is up, the main master, it's two masters. The main master is upstairs, the owner's master. And I would prefer it downstairs, we just kind of want the feel. But the thing that appeals to about this particular plan is there's a door, there's a private doorway, a private door that private entry outside. So yeah, make sure I keep my garage locked, and the kids will never know one way or another. If we're in the house. I know that sounds cruel, but yeah, you know. Um, and I'm talking when they get older. Just about teenagers and older kids. Yeah. So that really appealed because we have a separate way out of the house, separate way in the house. Um, and it's overall huge. It has a sitting room that's actually a room size. It's connected, but it's a whole nother room. So that also works. Um, what else? The media room has an option for a what do you call it? Um, what you guys would see in the movies, a concession stand. It has a snack area. So that was the thing with the kids saying us being bougie. And all right, I don't know why. All right, stream continue. I don't know why this thing cut out, but yeah. So it's definitely going to be a process. So probably around next fall, I'll go to the builder and we'll go to the builder and look at that model and make sure it's exactly what I'm looking for and nothing I don't know, nothing too crazy. And like I said, the thing different about this home is, yes, seriously, we are building that house. Um, from the previous homes that were built, I mean, money wise, what we're doing different this time is cash. Okay, and I'm not saying this or doing this or I'm not being ostentatious or anything, but the home is going to be built half or more cash down. Okay. So, and that's a big investment, but it's not impossible. Like I said, we set our mind to things, we plan it, and it can be done. So, of course, there are a lot of things that have to be cut out or postponed in the meantime, but it's still not impossible. Not impossible at all. So, I can't really say I encourage you guys to do that, but really, home buying is really serious, and that's kind of why I talk about it this way, because a lot of people just think, I want to buy a house, I want to stop paying rent, and really the economy these days, that's not the way it's set up. You're not going to, when I said you're not going to get out of debt by buying a home, you're not. You're going to be more indebted, um, because these days careers, jobs change. You're more likely to have to move because your job moved or change jobs, you know, um, lose your home, meaning you have to leave your home upside down because you couldn't sell it, or, you have to change jobs, take a pay cut. You have to be willing to do those things these days in this economy. So it's not a buyer's market anymore. Before Obama came in, well, no, yeah, before Obama came in, yeah. After Obama came in, they cut all that stuff out. I mean, so many homes were foreclosed during that time because they made it too easy, and people really could not afford those homes. And so many people just had to um, foreclose on their home because they really couldn't afford them. And so it's a lot stricter these days. But the more money you have to put down, you get anything you want. So we're looking at about 150, 150,000 to put down. Cash, yeah. Um, let's see what else. Um, Something else I wanted to touch on about that. Also, when I talked about when you're considering buying, don't turn your rent. You're not turning your rent into your mortgage payment, because in actuality, you need to be able to pay double mortgage each month. Whether that's actually going to the mortgage or you're paying the principal down, you want that done every month for the whole year. And I say for the whole year to be safe, because you never know, especially career wise, job wise. The economy is crazy. I wouldn't want to get in something and then end up, in a bad situation. Um, 6 months is okay if you can do, double payment for 6 months. Same thing with a vehicle, double payment each month. Pay it off faster. Um, but yeah, you want to pay the principal down, but you want to pay the home down as fast as you can. 30-year mortgage, oh, you can forget that. 15-year mortgage, no, don't even, no. You might as well really honestly stay where you are. Um, yeah, you will have paid. I don't know. That's just, it's too much. It's really too much. If you really sit down and crunch some numbers, it's too much. Um, I would say, I mean, if you're into another route you can go is, look for uh, foreclosures, look for HUD homes. That's always a good way to go. Fixer uppers, if you know how to do things yourself. That's another good way to go. There's also lease purchase options. Those are good ways to go because you're going to, again, you still have to put down a good chunk of money. You probably have to put down 10,000. And that's not, out of the ordinary because when you go build a home, um, first up, before that foundation is laid, you're putting down at least 500. So, yeah, that's not out of ordinary. And, by the time you close and all of that, normally it's just a couple thousand. I don't know, maybe one time we may put down maybe six. I don't know. Um, yeah, it was about six by the time we got done. I think it started out less than that, um, what they were saying, but it ended up being more. And I'm telling you, till the day you close, oh my goodness, they will be on that. I mean, before you sign, they're in another room checking your bank account. Calling the bank. Just make sure you haven't made any major purchases. So yeah, this thing is going to be empty. Not, and I'm saying empty, but I'm not trying to fill it up with, all kinds of furnitures and, all kind of stuff. It's not the plan at all. Um, because you got to build a thing first and you got to close on it before you start buying other things. But yes, space wise, it's going to work out beautifully. Obviously, everybody is not going to have their own room, but we need it. We need, you know, kudos to those of you that can live smaller. There's just a lot of us. I mean, there's like a lot of us. And we need a lot of space. Talking, what, 11 people? So, yeah. Um, Something that we are doing, we always consider kids. Even though most of the kids are grown and moving out of the house, we just don't cut our ties with our kids like that. They graduate from high school and just, you gotta go type thing. No, we don't do that. And if they have to come back home, I mean, just because they're gone to college, we still say they live at home. They're still part of our home, and they still have space in our home. So, yeah, I just, I don't know. I know some people do that. Expect them to be, if they're gone to college and whatnot, they're no longer living in the home, and they turn the room into, I don't know. That's just, that's just not how we do. Um, it's just like my dad. There's always space for everybody. That's why he's building home, he built a home so that, if anything happened, we would always have somewhere to go. Not necessarily that anybody has to live in it right then and there, but, he had the space and the time and the ability to, with his bare hands, build a house. And he did it, you know. And, yeah, we're not going to cut the kids off just because they go to college. So that is another reason for needing all that space. Now, are they living there for free? Heck no. That's why the job was saying, yeah, no, $500 a room. Yeah, uh, we think, it gives the kids a sense of responsibility, and they should. And once they get a certain point, yes, you have to pay. You have to pay. You can't just live somewhere for free and lay up and all of that. And the response was, well, that's cheaper than what I'm paying. So yeah, one of them, yeah, she'll be cheaper than her rent and things like that, with the utilities and groceries and things like that. So yep, $500 a head. And you guys know my brother lives with us, so he's got to have his room, and we consider that too. So that other master is his. So not unreasonable, not unreasonable, not undoable or unattainable. But obviously we're not gonna say move in and okay, here you go. No, it just they have to be working and established for a couple of months before we impose the rent thing. But it will happen. So yeah, it's just a blessing to be able to help them out like that, so that they can save some money and take care of themselves and do what they need. I just like I said, I can't just see putting the kids out like that. But is there anything else I want to say about that? And yeah, obviously if we go out the country, all the kids are not, the grown kids are not going. So they'll be still living in the house. It'll be, paid for, but they'll be living in the house. So yeah, it's just something we have to have, and um, pretty much it's time to. It's always been time to watch the watch the cash flow. Just making sure that whatever purchases we're making are very smart and necessary. Nothing out of the ordinary. Um, it just makes you think twice. 3 times really when you're really trying to work towards something. At least that's how it is for us. We just try to make sure it's sensible and it's going to benefit, and we can actually see where the money is going. The little, couple dollar purchase here and there, and then you just have no idea what happened to it. No. Um, you guys know the little philosophy I tell you guys. If you want to spend $5, you need to have that $5 right there to replace. You should actually have $15. Have that $5 right there to replace right when you spend that five. Don't spend your last $5. You just don't want to do that. Moving forward, when you see us purchase things, um, just know that whatever the cost of that item or items are, money has already been replaced when we bought it. We're not, even if it's just going out to dinner or something like that. It's not anything that's taken away from what we're doing. Um, what else did you see? Oh, getting the sweets. That's nothing being taken away from anything. I know to some it may seem frivolous or spendy. It's not. I'm not going to get into what do you call it, income or anything like that, but we're good. So, and I'm not telling you what to do, but um, I know some, kind of wonder how do you manage, how do you budget, because you're running, yes, a large family, and it does take a lot. It takes a lot of balancing, juggling, and cutting back. And one thing that I have learned is um, large families really do know how to cut bills. And I'm not just saying cut corners and quality and things like that. because I want the best quality. If you guys notice, I am very picky about things. And that's just because I do my research on things. Okay. Um, I don't like to buy something like you. If you watch the excursion video, the guy at the jewelry shop, that was a whole ordeal. Um, the quality, I'm not being flashy or showy or anything, but they were cheap, they were flawed, they cost too much. Knowing what I had, he knew what I had on because he was sitting there looking, and he just oh just he was just his attitude. I just didn't like that. But when he saw, he was like, oh, that's some And then I said, well, it's gonna be a cash purchase. I'm not financing anything. Now, if I wanted to, I could have walked out with it, but I didn't. I didn't want that. Um, I'm just not like that. I'm not. But quality, yeah, and something like this, it really makes a difference. To some people, it doesn't matter. You're just happy to have, whatever little thing you had. Like I say, the bread issue. Some people just, they don't care what kind of bread they get, as long as they get the bread. I need a particular kind, or it's not going to work for my body. So, yeah, money, bread, um, it doesn't grow on trees, and I like it. I need it to last. I need it to go as far as it can. Um, yeah, I'm really, really cheap, but I know things. I'm not unreasonably cheap. I know things cost money, so yeah. Shop around and look for stuff. But yeah, I'm not getting ready, especially when it comes to a diamond. I'm not getting ready to buy something flawed because uh, if I hit it and it shatters because it's already flawed, then I got to go buy a brand new one. I'm not trying to do that. And the success I've had with what I've been wearing, I have not had any issues. These things have been banged and knocked and all kind of stuff. Never loose, never anything. So I'm happy. I made the right choice the first time. So yeah. That's pretty much how I do things. When you guys see, like I said, when you see us buy things, I'm going to share Costco. Some of you guys saw on the live Instagram why we were not choosing the furniture, even though we love, and I did purchase furniture. It wasn't that type, but um, the furniture is veneer. It wasn't wood, and it was too much. Now, what I'm going to do is share with you guys. We have IKEA here, and I know many of you guys know about IKEA. I'll share. I'm not per se buying anything, furniture wise. IKEA, maybe some little knickknacks. But we have an American version of IKEA, and it is gigantic. I mean, way bigger than IKEA. With the little eating thing in the play area and all that stuff. 100% wood. So in time, I will share the store and just take you guys in there. Bed, we're getting a new bed, so that might be one of the things that you guys see. Not to go. First, we're gonna get the kids' beds. They need new beds, so we're gonna do that. And I am looking other places. I'm not just looking at a furniture store. I am looking like offer up and things like that. But again, it has to be 100%. And we just had too many tragedies with veneer furniture. We know the kids. Metal, no. Yeah, we had too many tragedies. So it's like we cannot keep investing in beds. Kids are rough and they're hard and they don't even make stuff the way they make it, used to make it. Um, so yeah, I'll be sharing some of that. And you guys, if you have any, any places that you like, we may have the same places. Share your experience. Because I'm pretty sure we are not the only individuals on this earth that think this way. Just many people value their value their hard work and their money, and don't try to go spend out. It's just not necessary. It's just get what you need to do what you need, and that's it. I'm not trying to get the biggest house by far because, like I said, the house is not. I mean, it's not like we all have in our own rooms, and it's just not. Although it could be done, but it's just not gonna happen. We're not balling like that, Um, I'm not trying to struggle. We're just not. Yeah, we're not trying to struggle. Do I have to go back? Yeah, I might have to go back to work. Pulling them long 16-hour days a couple times a week. Yeah, I might have to do that in order to do this, and that's what I talked about. But the payoff. I'm looking at the payoff. It's going to benefit everybody, not just me. So yeah. Am I? You guys know I'm still, mom. Still going to school. I'm going to. I intend on obtaining another license within the next year to year and a half. At least start and have that under my belt. Um, just the more you can attain, the more possibilities you have. I'm just not gonna, I have to set myself up because I don't know what tomorrow will bring, and all these plans and things like that, um, could go by the wayside in a minute, and I don't want to be left, by myself with nothing. It just, um, it's so hard to have to start from the bottom. It's not impossible, but it's hard, and especially having a kid. I always talk to you ladies about doing something for yourself, having some sort of skills, so that you can prepare to go into the workforce in case anything happens. You just, that's insurance. You don't want to be left without no means, and especially with little ones. I mean, childcare. If they're not school age, that's a lot. You know, that is a lot, and just trying to get some, 9 to 5. That's all your money right there. And if you have to live, where you gonna live? Oh boy. And so that's what I'm talking about. Owning a home, and if something tragic happened like that, um, you got the overhead of the home, and then where's your savings? You're going to be, first of all, have to bounce back from all the expenses going out. 9 times out of 10, you're going to run out of money. Um, when I know most people do have insurance. If not, yeah, get some insurance, 401k plan, that type of thing, because you need some money. Social Security these days is not even guaranteed. Social Security ran out a long time ago. And companies are making it harder and harder just to obtain it. They will find the faultiest little reasons. They don't have to pay out, and they get away with it. They get away with it every day. So, yeah, you want to have some sort of fallback um, plan, and this kind of what we, excuse me, teach the kids, and instill in them. That they need to be able to do for themselves, not depend on anyone, and they get it. They appreciate that. They really do. They understand the value of money. I mean, sometimes they're asking for small things, and they understand. They yeah, they don't get it. Don't get it. And I'm saying small things. You guys know kids. These big kids, small things are not small. They are what I consider luxury and expensive, but they don't get the stuff right off. And it's like, well, you got the money. Well, we have also things to do. We have things to do. Um, we're trying to buy a house. We're trying to build a house and get you guys, um, comfortable and set up for later on. So, we teach them it's not always ideal to just run out and buy just because it's there. We rather see the see it, see it. It's not always about the material side of it. Anyhow, hopefully you guys, like I said, watching the replay will leave some feedback and comments and things that kind of help others. I don't know. I won't know until then. I don't know. Maybe this is boring. Maybe it's not interesting. I have no idea. I just know if somebody was talking to me like this, then this is something I would watch because I find it very informative. It's not, it's not. I don't know. It's not fluff. It's not drama. It's reality, and it's. I find it very helpful information. So I don't know you guys' taste. I don't know what you're here looking for, but I just kind of share what I feel is beneficial. And there are enough places you guys can go if you're looking for entertainment. This is not one of them. There's a little bit of entertainment, but this is real life we share here. Just real life happenings and day to day reality. This is not reality TV. This is reality. It's what goes on. The raw lowdown. Um, some of it's good, some of it's bad, some of it could be ugly. And that's just life. That's how life is. And we live and learn. We live, we learn, and we grow from, whatever experiences we have encountered. So that's, pretty much what we're sharing here. And like I said, if it's helpful, I find out, and if not, then obviously you will find, the many other places you can go and watch. It's a place and a time for everything. And I don't know, you guys know me. Sometimes it's just, I'm just, it's just we're chatting. Sometimes it is more formal, kind of information and just trying to get the information out there. Like I said, the kind of stuff that we don't hear people talking about. And I think that should be some things talked about because a lot of people are, I won't say ignorant, but ignorant to things. And I'm not saying that I'm not ignorant to things, but yeah, there are a lot of things that I don't know. There are a lot of things that we don't know. But if we found somebody on here talking about stuff like this, it would inform us better and we can make better decisions. And so, that's what I'm doing here now. Just trying to show you guys, options and things like that. Just like the messages I was getting, showing the homes. Homes like, let me see. Okay, the one I showed you, obviously. I did tell you the price. I will say anything that you're looking to rent or buy home wise. I mean, the rent is probably going to run you between 1,800 and probably 2,200 depending on where you are. It's kind of like most places, and that's for decent living. Now, yeah, you can take that and you can turn that into a mortgage, but you also have to keep in mind that you have to put a great amount down. And again, you want to be consistent. And homes are serious. You fine tooth you. You have to be working. Stable job, 2 years, and consistently. Um, yeah, no purchases or anything like that. Um, and that's kind of, even with, renting these days, renting has become more of, it's more of a challenge for many. 3.5 times the rent is a qualification. That's one qualification. A lot of people don't clear that. A home like that, I showed one, and you have to be bringing in at least 6,000 a month. So again, I'm not going to talk about finances, but if I'm looking at them, obviously, um, it's doable. Obviously, it's doable. Um, yeah, a lot of people don't bring that in, and then you still have to be able to live. So yeah, not many people can even qualify. And I think it's kind of crazy, but at the same time, it just makes you wonder um, about the economy, how the economy is actually set up. The rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. It's just crazy. Um, so it's good to, material wise. I don't know. Some people get a thrill off the material stuff, but I like to see where the money is going. It's just, it's one of the things I like to have something to show for it at the end. Um, and it's fun to, like I said, we're going down the Dominican. I mean, that's not going to take away from anything, but it is, a trip. Everybody deserves to get away and do something fun. Not just work, 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 and then family. We do the family trip, the big family trip. My sister just got back from Florida just the other day, Monday, and took everybody, kids, grandkids, everybody, and it was so fun. Um, and we didn't make this trip, but probably the next one. And I don't know if we're going down the Dominican with us, but we're not taking the kids. But that was just a huge trip that they did for their whole family, and the kids don't all live with them. But things like that. Who can? How many do you know that are blessed to be able to take their whole family, adult children and grandchildren on a vacation like that? So, and mom would have gone, but she had just got out of surgery. She had a major surgery. But anyway, yeah, down to the beach and for the week, and that's some fun stuff, for a lot of people. So that we're more that type of family. So that is what you'll see over here, and I'll be sure to share those things. Hmm. Let me get in here, and I'm going to work on some more vlogs, and um, oh, excuse me, somebody's at my door. Just a minute. Oh, okay, just a minute. Work on some more vlogs and get those up and going. So it'll probably be back to back to back again. Or they'll probably be sitting there. So again, I might just do, if they're long-ish, I'll do one in the morning, one in the evening.
Why did you lock the door?
So until then, enjoy. See you guys in the next one. I will catch you guys on Instagram.